just start cutting. And I'm like, oh, whoa. Yeah, episiotomy. So I'm like, whoa, okay. And then when you cut, you just like see all these layers of and fillets, in multiple layers. And I'm like, okay, now how am I going to sew this up?
Because she had so much plastic surgery done before they met. They had like 3 kids together, and he's like, why are my children ugly? Not a nice man, but like this was because in South Korea how like they are known for like their amazing plastic surgeons.
Self-inflicted tinnitus from experimenting with a substance, and it was so bad, so I took everything off just because I was like, I need to get back to myself. And then I had a coffee, and like you said, like the sky looked different. Welcome back to another episode of Celluverse. My name is Alana Keneally, and I'm here with Dr. Keneally.
Hello, everyone.
And Jess Donovan.
Hi.
Good morning. How's everyone doing?
We're good.
Fantastic.
Cool.
We're better now that you live in California again.
Oh my gosh, my Austin moment. My manic Austin moment.
Everyone has one.
Moving is not for the weak. A lot of Facebook Marketplace. Not to tell anything, just to meet people in Austin before I leave.
You're at your final goodbyes.
Yeah.
You're just meeting everyone in Austin.
Meeting the people of Austin. Oh, Austin's fun. I had no complaints, except it is like uncomfortably woke most of the time. Like it's just not a great energy a lot of the time. But I liked it.
But you met a lot of phenomenal people.
Yeah, I would stay if I had more reasons to stay.
You met a lot of great people.
I didn't have one.
Yeah.
And
learned a culture that you wouldn't have. And you did ALA in Austin.
Yes.
So
Yes.
it was a lot of good things.
Yeah. You guys didn't visit me once. And
I did. What are you talking about?
Oh, right. You had a conference, though.
I had a conference.
So I quickly forgot because you were busy doing that. We did spend one lunch together, though. One dinner.
And dinner.
Just talked about visiting.
I had every intention. Every intention.
She's a busy mom.
That's
with
true.
2 children.
I know, but like we had an itinerary planned. I was like, we're going to do the pools.
Well.
Anyways, back in Los Angeles. I mean, I don't know. I'm kind of like in a nomad era right now of where am I going? You're going we're international girls.
Yeah, that's one thing about us is you can't pin us down.
Anyways, a lot going on in the health world. So in this segment of Pulse Check, we go over the latest in health news. And there's never a shortage. It's so much fun in the world today with the wellness trends. So we're going to go over some of them. Starting off strong, Jess sent me this, but Ozempic vulva is leading to some women to get labia puffing and surgery.
Labia.
I guess I can't even say the word. I'm unfamiliar with the words. GLP-1 side effects, labia surgery, puffing and surgery. So,
well, that's probably because there's atrophying, lack of muscle, loss of muscle. They call it sarcopenia, where you have 800 muscles. So there's muscles everywhere, places you never thought. And so there probably is some dissolution of tissues. And that's why I always say, if you're going to use a GLP-1, make sure you're partnering with a physician who can counterbalance possible side effects of a GLP-1. And one of them is muscle loss and atrophying of tissues. A doctor should really do a body mass composition to see where you're starting and then what happens in a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks to make sure, and then make sure to take care of all the, nutrients and also address everything about. If you want to lose weight, you have to sleep. That's number one. You got to sleep because everything happens when you sleep. And then you got to drink water. You've got to eat foods. You've got to eat fats, proteins, and carbs. And then you got to move the 800 muscles in your body. And then as we
I have a question.
Yes.
About labia surgery. Do men even though, like, is this even a concern really for men? Like, do they even look it in the eye? I just feel like it's an unspoken rule. They don't look at it,
Well,
I don't know.
I think the issue is also that they're losing so much weight so fast. So it's like whenever you lose that much weight, like faster than you normally would, your body doesn't have time to like tighten as it like
get back into homeostasis.
Yeah, and usually when you're losing weight, you're also gaining muscle or you're like doing it in a healthy way. This is like just a sped up way of doing it. So the skin's not even being able to like know what's going on. So like everything's extra.
The body can't adjust so fast.
You can't recalibrate.
Right, and recover.
And I think people are, if they're doing the GLP-1, they're kind of looking for a quick fix. So they're doing that quick fix thing and then they go, oh my gosh, now this does not look the way that I envisioned it to look when I never saw it. I don't know. Like, I don't know where their body started at, but it's like, and then they're like, I want another quick thing. Instead of almost giving it time to be like, is this going to adjust? Is my body going to like catch up? Is it going to start to tighten? What's going to happen? They're like, oh no, I need to have the surgery right away because this looks wrong.
Well, what kind of surgery? Do you know
It's labia puffing and surgery. I wonder
Okay.
if they do
Well, surgery is an invasive immunosuppressive surgery that also disturbs the acupuncture meridians every time you cut.
Yeah.
You interfere.
Oh, wow. This is filler or fat transfer.
Yes.
I wonder if they do like a 2-for-1 with like buccal fat and they like.
Yeah, they like take it out of your cheeks and they.
Well, you shouldn't be taking it out of your cheeks. You're already losing it in
No,
your
I
cheeks.
know.
Okay.
It's
That's a
Ozempic
really-
face.
yeah.
They don't even have it, I guess.
So, and if you just have to be very careful and cautious with the body. We need to not do so many invasive procedures on our body. Now, even injecting in that area, I mean, you'd have to be put out. The nerve endings in that
my
area
gosh.
are outrageous. So I'm like, you can't do it awake. That's for sure. There's just no way.
Yeah.
I mean, yes, they can do a local anesthetic, but again, you are really going against nature and its biological laws and order.
Filler freaks me out just in general.
Because it migrates.
Mm-hmm.
So what happens if it migrates in your labia?
Oh my gosh.
Well, I mean, the filler is not long lasting.
Yeah.
So, and a lot of the fillers are of a natural substance. But think about it, these injections anywhere in your body can be, it can travel and it can go to other parts of your body. But it does dissolve with time.
Yeah.
But I just think that to go and do a surgery to cut yourself in a very special part of your body is such a violation.
Yeah. Who was the first person to say like, this is okay? Like, cause there's like scrotox too. Like people are just injecting
into their.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. There's Botox for your scrotum.
Really?
Uh-huh.
Botox for your scrotum.
Yeah.
For what purpose?
For puffing it up or something?
I think okay, so this was from a reality TV show that I was watching for
So is this real reality?
no, this guy got scrotox and it's to keep them hanging low, I guess.
Oh.
I don't know why you want that, but just keeps them hanging. I don't know why they would do it, but that's what people are doing this.
Yeah, yeah.
It's not like this is not a niche thing. Like there are a lot of people going to these clinics.
Do you think the first person, like the husband, was like not okay with the appearance? That doesn't feel like.
No, I think it's like a personal. I would assume it's a personal thing because like most people, like I think if you're going from being extremely overweight to losing a lot of weight, you go. I thought I was gonna have a beautiful labia and it doesn't look the way that I envisioned because like I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know what these people are thinking, but it doesn't seem like the best choice in my opinion.
No.
Ozempic vulva does feel right though for like a 2025 bingo card. I think it's on track.
It seems pretty appropriate for something that would happen this year.
I'm not shocked. You know, this is the way things are going.
Well, I think everybody wants an instant fix, instant solutions, and there's nothing instant.
No. There's always going to be a payoff. It's like robbing...
A price to pay.
Paying Peter to pay Paul. Or robbing Peter to pay Paul? What's it called? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So they're just always trading off. And they're like, okay, well, I'm going to do this. And then I'm going to do this. And then actually I'm going to have to do this. And we're all just trying to chase.
And it's never ending.
It's never ending. You're never happy.
But here's the thing. I am on track. I mean, I am on board for like face card maxing, like being as hot as possible. I just wish it wasn't this way,
Yeah. Well, it feels like a trick. Like there was like this I don't remember. It was years ago. I remember like it was like I was reading a magazine or something. That's how long ago it was. And it was this like man in South Korea that was like suing his wife because she had had so much plastic surgery done before they met that he thought she was like so beautiful. And then they had like 3 kids together, and he's like, "Why are my children ugly?"
Really?
Which this is like also this isn't nice. This is not a nice man, but like this was because in South Korea how like they are known for like their amazing plastic surgeons.
Yeah.
So she was, this beautiful woman, and then all of his kids didn't come out the way he expected, and he was trying to sue her because she lied about her plastic surgery.
Wow.
So it's like,
that's
remember,
taking things to a whole nother level.
I know it's not worth it.
That is so interesting. Yeah, I watched this account called Face IQ. I send it to
Yeah.
you. And he talked about like what surgeries you should get to like be hot, and it's just fascinating. It's like down to a science.
Yeah.
But I've never gotten surgery or anything like that, and I would never get filler. I don't like the way it looks. I think it has the opposite effect personally of
But
it just doesn't
sometimes
look
I
right.
do think that people may need to do filler, especially if you guys are young. But as we
Yeah.
age, we may need something, and maybe there's something like sometimes I think there's congenital reasons
Yeah,
for people, or sometimes
totally.
someone had an accident in their face and they might need fillers.
Of
So
course.
so there are
Who does
circumstances.
Ivanka Trump's face? I will call them in when I'm 45 or 8 or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
They have it
So
down.
so I think there is a place.
They're the Michelangelo of face filler.
But also we are like not seeing these people up close and personal, so we don't know.
That's true.
We don't know if it's actually
Right.
as good as it looks on the internet. So
So true.
And also, if you want to look good on the outside, you've got to make sure because your body's it's an inside job.
Mm.
Okay, so like your hormones dictate a lot of your body composition and body appearance and facial appearance. And so I think that if you're going to work on anything on your outsides, you better make sure your insides are good. Everything.
Of course, beauty is like an energetic conversation.
Right.
And when people actually describe beauty, they don't describe it as like this is your facial beauty. They actually like scientifically it's called facial harmony. Because harmony is actually what the goal is of everything, of life, of your harmony with your job, with your relationships, with yourself, harmony, and that shows up on your face. So if you're cortisol maxing, you're not in harmony, and that's going to wear and tear.
Right. And your body internally needs to be in balance. There's an extreme organization and harmony to the entire physiology of your body.
Of course. And face card maxing is available to all of us. Every hand that gets dealt is we can all do our best.
so true.
That's true.
Like it's not for just one segment of the population.
Although I have to say I'm against premarital Botox.
Oh yes,
And
I
talk about this all the time is that like do whatever you want with your body and your face, but to meet the person that you want to like spend the rest of your life with, you have to like let them see everything about you. And if you like stiffen anything or like, pause anything in your face, they won't be able to see like your whole life story. So
Totally. Yeah, I was talking to Jess on the phone. I was like, I really want to get Botox. And she was like, you can't until you meet your husband because how will he energetically align with you if your face is stiff? I was like,
If your
so
face
true,
is
Queen.
like
I'm
a
not getting
mannequin.
it.
yeah.
I didn't get it. She talked me out of it. I mean, I'm not going to risk it. I'm single.
Yeah.
I can't possibly take these kind of risks.
Yeah, that's my job as a yenta is just to be like, okay, no premarital Botox.
Premarital sex and no premarital Botox.
Botox.
It's honestly true though. I was like, yeah, that makes sense. I'm not gonna do it.
And then you have your babies, and then your babies want to look at your face and be able to see all the things. And if you're just frozen in time, they're confused.
Yeah. Ultimately, your face is such a map of time, your ancestors, your feelings, your emotions, your experiences. I've always been obsessed with like just the science of a face, like facial folds and philtrums. Like I think philtrums are just the most beautiful. Philtrums are like that space between your nose and your lip.
Okay.
And when you have a really pronounced philtrum, it's really beautiful.
Yes.
You have a really pronounced one actually.
Do I?
Yeah, I'm looking at it now. I'm
Wow.
looking at it now for the first time.
Wow. It's
Mom, I can't see yours because your mic is blocking it, but obviously you have the most beautiful one in the world because you're my mom.
Thank you.
I love you. But yeah, faces just they have so much.
So much information.
Yeah, faces like labias tell a story, and don't, rush to anything.
Right.
Give it a minute.
Yeah, err on the side of caution.
Yeah, and if there is something going on in your face and your labia that you're not comfortable with, give it a minute. Try to figure out where it's coming from. Probably Ozempic, but like, let's try to map this out before we go
Do
to
some
nip
squats.
and tuck anything.
Yeah.
See a pelvic floor therapist.
Try out Kegels.
They're amazing.
Right? Some Kegels.
Yeah.
Kegel exercises. Exercise in general.
In
Hit the
general,
gym.
yes.
Right.
Yeah. Get a trainer first.
Yeah, do
A trainer
weights.
that specializes in labia.
Yeah, I can't recommend a pelvic floor therapist enough, because like after you have children, it's so helpful to know what's happening internally.
Really?
Oh my gosh. I have
Yes.
a woman and she's just the greatest thing that's ever happened
Yeah,
to me.
it is a very beneficial physical therapy.
Yeah.
It is.
Interesting. Well,
I've had
okay,
lots
I'll
of women need
remember
that,
Yeah, it's like it's this-
especially after childbirth or many other reasons.
Yeah, or I knew a lot of people that like needed it prepping to get like pregnant or before child. Like
Mhm.
they're just really helpful. Yeah, the woman that I see before I have before I had Lucky, my first son, she came over and taught Sean how to do perineal massage so that you don't tear when you have a baby.
And he performed that for you?
Yeah, it was like he was like, I thought it was gonna be weird having this woman be like, okay, so this is what you do, but you have knots in your pelvic floor, and so if you don't get those knots taken out, like you kind of just have like this underlying like stress,
Rigidity.
yeah, and so it's supposed to be soft, it's supposed to be like bouncy, and if it's not, because like everyone gets knots, it's a muscle, yeah, it's just really helpful. So
Yeah,
pelvic floor therapist.
Go Sean.
Yes, well, a lot of prep with a home birth.
Yeah, that's true, which is kind of cool. Maybe that's the reason.
But I remember delivering babies. I remember because that was my first job as a resident, and my shift was started at 6 a.m. and I was done at 12 the next day. And so here I am thrown into my first delivery. And my resident is telling me, okay, you need to give the patient an anesthetic into their perineum, and then you're going to, just start cutting. And I'm like, oh, whoa.
Like a episiotomy?
Yeah, episiotomy. So I'm like, whoa, okay. Never done one, never did this.
Yeah.
So anyway, I'm like, whoa, this is something else. And then when you cut, you just like see all these layers of
Yeah.
and fillets, in multiple layers. And I'm like, okay, now how am I going to sew this up?
Yeah.
And so I worked at a county hospital. So like you didn't have help. And so here I'm like, oh my God, this is what women go through? This is barbaric. So here I am spending the next 4 hours at 1 o'clock in the morning sewing up the episiotomy. And I'm like, did I really do a good job? Did I align the tissues right? And I said, okay, there's got to be another way.
Yeah.
So I started researching, and back then there wasn't like internet or that. I just started like saying, okay, I'm going to massage the perineum. And then I would tell the woman to breathe, and then I would massage, and then back and forth. Never did another episiotomy again. So it can be done, and that was doing delivery of babies for months and never doing episiotomy. I know that if you had a 10-pound baby, you might have to make a small incision. But I said, this just didn't seem the right thing for a mom to go through, okay? Now, there are extenuating circumstances, okay?
Totally.
But I think if you can really, like you said, prepare before and then have a doctor really, really be in alignment with your values of trying to avoid episiotomy.
I've always been told too that it's actually better to tear. Like obviously if the shoulders are stuck or something, like you might need a cut, but it's better to tear than to just go off and cut, because it's like when you rip a piece of paper, how there's like little threads.
Right.
Whereas if you cut, it's like straight. So like you can almost find the threads to go back together. So it's almost better to have a small tear than to have to go straight for the cut. But I mean, every situation's different.
Every situation is different.
Luckily my kids came out
without cutting.
without
Did you
cutting.
know mom was going to be a delivery doctor?
Obstetrician, yeah.
That's what she started off thinking she was going to do.
It's beautiful work.
And then now she's...
No, it's great work, beautiful work, but it is like babies come at 1 o'clock in the
Yeah,
morning.
bad hours.
Bad hours. So like you can do it when you're young, but as you age, it's very hard on you.
Do older doctors like keep trying to do it, or do they?
Some people do. Yeah, some people. And then some people just go into the gynecology part
Yeah.
as they age
They
and let the
transition
young
to-
ones do it.
Yeah. Wow, that's crazy. Okay, well, anyways, don't cover up your vulva stories. Kind of the point of this one.
Yeah.
Next up on Pulse Check, I mean, I guess staying in that same thread, we were kind of talking about this before, but a company called Sperm Racing raised $10 million at a $75 million valuation, and basically it's like betting on men's sperm speed, and
So is it like anyone can just be like, hey, I want to see if my sperm's gonna make it, or are there like athletes involved? What's the
isn't a-
Well,
criteria?
actually, as what you can do is what I've done with patients before is I go look at the quality of your sperm. What's the quantity? What's the motility? Okay. So I think this is just like the most clever idea because one, it creates an awareness of our physiology and what it should be and what the potential could be.
Yeah.
And with fertility rates declining so much, I think we need to address these basic functionality index of a man, and we would want to have the best, right? Okay.
if
And-
my boyfriend, if I had a boyfriend,
This is how we're gonna pick your next boyfriend. We're gonna have a fantasy football team for
Yes.
sperm racing.
Yes.
Like this one made it.
no, if my boyfriend is spending time doing this and not like working and doing amazing things for our family, and I would be
Get you a man who can
But
do
he's
both.
doing amazing things for other people's family or potential family.
it's
Yeah.
just it's weird, you know. I don't know what to say.
I
I
think
actually know
it's
the founder. I've
clever.
met the founder, Eric Zhu. I met him at a dinner in San Francisco, and he followed me on Twitter, and then he unfollowed me on Twitter. So I'm shorting the business, obviously.
Yeah, like what if he like turns this into a dating app, being like, these are the most
Probably.
eligible bachelors.
Well,
That's
the most
interest-
eligible sperm. I wouldn't say
That's
bachelor.
Yeah.
interesting.
Yeah.
Does it always directly translate? I mean,
Not
No.
I mean,
Probably.
nothing does.
Right.
Nothing quite does. But I guess he has a microscopic racetrack that mimics the reproductive system, which includes chemical signals, fluid dynamics, and synchronized starts. So they start at the same time.
correct.
So what's the business plan? Like what?
Yeah, what is the business?
like? How do you?
We have
how do we
questions,
apply?
Eric. We could ask you them if you didn't unfollow me, but we can't now. The sperm that crosses the finish line first, which is verified by advanced imaging, wins the race.
And then what?
When
And
you
then
really
you-
think about it, we all want our own individual sperm races to get onto this planet. So true. This is just kind of silly. Boys being silly. Boys being boys.
Boys like games. So this kind of
Let them game.
yes, and it creates an awareness of their body. And
Why can't they just spend time actually creating families?
well,
Why do
that's
they-
true, but that's what they're trying to do is create the most optimal sperm. And because infertility is such a big deal today, I think assessing the quality of the sperm is a good idea because I think that whatever the egg, the quality of the egg, the quality of the mother, the quality of the sperm, the quality of the man is what makes probably the best outcome. And
True love creates the best outcome.
well, true love is important, but there are actual anatomy and physiology that needs to be addressed in this day and time. Because our society is not.
What I think is crazy is like the sperm must find the egg, which is metaphorical to like
Yeah.
human
Right.
alignment because
Human.
the men tend to like hunt the woman
Yeah, like, so is there an egg at the end of it so that makes them go faster?
Ooh.
You know, like, is the juice worth the squeeze? Like, are
Yeah.
they just like,
Yeah,
we
and
don't
you're
know where
not,
we're
you're
going?
not, yeah, and you're not actually mimicking the actual physiology of the encounter of the egg.
Yeah, and how are they just getting the one like, how do they
But I
like
do think it's
move the one sperm? Is it like the boy or the girl? Because the boys are always going to be faster, right? The boy sperm, like sperm.
Mhm.
right.
There's boys and there's girls, and the
Mhm.
like the girl. Okay, so is anyone familiar with the shuttles method? Okay, so the shuttles
Enlighten
method.
us.
No.
Okay, so the shuttles method is like if you want to conceive to have a girl or a boy.
Oh, right.
There's like the theories.
Oh, yeah.
And so if you want to conceive for a girl, you have sex leading up to your ovulation because girls are slower, but they
Mhm.
live longer.
Mhm.
And then if you want to conceive a boy, you do it closer to like ovulation and then like the day after
Mhm.
because they're fast, but
Mhm.
they die quickly. So
Wow.
in this race, you can are they racing girls versus boys? Like
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
that's my question. How do they
Hmm.
go like pick the boys?
You're right.
Because he's my boy's gonna run fast.
We have questions. We're left with more questions than answers on this one. I'm not really
Right.
sure.
And it's not exactly biologically similar.
Yeah.
The next race is going to be announced soon. We should.
Yeah, we gotta put our bets in.
I love it though because it's creating an awareness of the
I guess
sperm
if it
and-
actually like.
And he's
creates
coming out with those gummies, which we don't know the
What
ingredients of the gummies. They're pineapple flavored gummies, and they
Oh.
look like little sperm, so they look like little
Oh
worms.
goodness
And
gracious.
so-
Okay. Well,
So I don't know if
we
there's
have
going to be
natural nutrients for healthy sperm.
exactly.
we
I don't
what
know if
that
it's going to
is,
be a
yeah.
supplement gummy or if it's just like candy to go with the.
I
that
just
you
want
eat
to
while
go
you
back
watch
to the
it.
way things were. You know,
We'll never go back to the way things
take
were.
me back.
We need to go back to nature and the laws and honor and respect the laws of Mother Nature, honestly.
I'm feeling
Yeah.
nostalgic for a time I never knew. This is all
It's
I
beautiful.
I am. I don't know why I feel sadness over this topic.
It's because it's a little gloomy today.
Okay, yeah, that's probably why. I don't know. Like I said, if my husband was there at the sperm race, I'd just be like, "That's not you.
What are you doing?
What are you doing there? Get to work. Get hit the desk."
You're like, I've been searching for you everywhere, and I find you
And
here.
you-
What?
This is not what
This is
I
the last place I was looking for you.
exactly. I don't have this in mind when I think about my future, so
Yeah.
I just feel like it's weird and
It's
life.
not for you.
It's not for me, but he's like 17 years old. This is a boyish thing, you know, a
Yes.
puerile thing, a childish thing to do.
Mhm.
You know.
And something stimulated his curiosity about this.
Yeah, and I know this young man, and he's kind of for the spectacle of it all, you know?
It's working.
And it's working. We're here talking about it. So the spectacle has been achieved, but I don't think there's that much like truth in to this topic. I don't think he actually really cares about fertility rates. If we really wanted to solve fertility rates, it's such a root cause. You know, you'd have to really get to the root cause, and I'm not sure this is it. Spiritually.
We'll see.
We'll see how this plays out.
We'll see. We're gonna enter your guys' husbands, and
Yeah.
they're gonna race each other. Sean versus Patrick. The race of a century. Okay. Moving on to body map, where we talk about like one topic that's a big topic, and this week's topic is everyone's favorite, caffeine.
I'm so excited to talk about this.
Oh my gosh, me too. Freaking love caffeine. But you know, it's like one of those things that's like the health world has claimed is not good for you, but
Yeah.
then you'll see a study that's like you'll live forever if you drink caffeine.
Yeah, you
and
need
coffee.
50 cups of coffee,
Yeah.
and that's how you find the elixir of life.
Yeah, and so it's one of these topics that's just heavily debated and true to everyone's heart because we all love it. And
Yeah,
drink
and
it.
I feel like there's like this hot take where people are like, I'm above caffeine. Like if you're so healthy, like I don't drink caffeine. I'm above it. Like I
Yeah.
don't need it. Oh, you need caffeine? That's like such a loser. And no, I don't need caffeine. I choose caffeine every single day. Every
I
single day
choose it.
I choose it and it chooses me and I love it.
Me
Right.
too.
Yes.
I've
Cap-
been drinking coffee since I was like 7 years old. Like
Ever since I was a little girl, I knew I wanted a cup of coffee.
7. I don't think 7.
I've been that
I don't-
connected with this substance.
Yeah. So
Instinctively.
I just remember when I was a little girl and my mother, it was interesting. She made instant coffee for me. And it was like, oh my God, I was young. I was probably like 12 or 13. I was like, oh my God, this is amazing.
Mm-hmm.
And then I feel like it's such a ritual with humanity. Like people, like first of all, it might be their early morning ritual, but it might be also something you do with a friend. I mean, they just opened up a new coffee shop in Laguna Beach, and it's such a hangout, and like people are there all day communing, which is
Jedediah.
which is so like one that's like just so wonderful, that community. And so, and not to mention the effects of caffeine, the positive effects. Okay. There's so many studies about, reducing aging, heart disease, cancer, not to mention the effects on the brain, increasing the dopamine, et cetera. I mean, there's a lot of positive physiological effects. And so I think you don't need to drink 10 cups of coffee a day, though.
I do.
But no, I don't think so. I don't think anyone needs that much coffee. But and if it's not coffee, people like green tea or other teas, which have
Researchers found that those who drank 4 more cups of coffee or caffeinated coffee had 20% lower risk of developing melanoma than people who drank decaf coffee or no coffee.
Mm-hmm. Not to mention the mental well-being from coffee. The dopamine is amazing. So I think it is let's face it, it's a worldwide phenomenon.
Mm-hmm.
Just in Laguna alone, I think we have 6 coffee or 8 coffee places.
Mom loves to complain about the amount of coffee shops in Laguna
Well, no,
Beach.
it's not. No, I'm not complaining about them. It's like, I mean, in a
Oh,
small
another-
area, how are they all going to survive? You know?
Exactly. My whole issue with like all the coffee shops popping up is not all of them are good.
Right.
No.
And I'm like, get out of my face. Like if I walk into a coffee shop and I order a cappuccino and they say, what size? Like Sean has to hold me back because I'm like, there's one size to a cappuccino. Like you don't ask me that. Like I get so angry because I instantly know if it's going to be a good coffee shop or not. And I think that there's a lot of places that bamboozle people. And
well, Jedediah is $8 for an iced vanilla latte, and it is like a tiny little cup.
Right.
I'm like,
It's
I said
very
latte.
expensive.
Yeah.
Those are large.
It's
that's
very
crazy. I've never
expensive.
tried Jedediah, but I would rather be upcharged for a small amount of coffee than get a like Starbucks that they're like, here's a venti.
Yeah.
And it's like cheaper, but it's just too big.
Starbucks tastes bad.
Yeah, it tastes
I
bad.
haven't been there in years.
Right.
But
the coffee
went there the other day.
tastes burnt.
yeah, it's always been
It
burnt.
tastes cheap, and I don't like. Yeah,
It's not good.
Right.
it's not great. But we have become so you don't even notice that it's $8 now for a cup of coffee.
They slowly started to raise it.
They seeped that into the water.
Yeah, there is one coffee shop in Laguna that does raw milk.
Really?
Mm-hmm. But they charge. I want to say it's like $12. It's
Oh my god!
actually crazy, and I'm like, this is
Wait, which is it?
this is robbery because if you're making me a cappuccino, you're heating up the milk and it's no longer raw.
Right. Exactly.
Mhm.
So
Right.
do you want to fight right now, or do you want to fight like
Right.
Violence.
That's why I make my own coffee in my
yeah?
stainless steel coffee pot, organic coffee, my
Yep.
organic heavy cream, and
That's
Mom's
the
got
way
her
to do it.
ritual
I
down.
have it down.
I know. It's hard when you make coffee better than most people because then you're like,
Right.
I want to
It's
go
hard.
out. I want to have a little sweet treat with my
Yeah.
friend, and then you're like, well, this coffee is.
Mom does the percolator, the stainless steel percolator, the Le Creuset mug, the organic coffee company is what it's called, raw honey, half and half or cream from Strauss. That's
Yes.
the line.
That's the formula.
Yep,
That's the
hot.
formula.
That's the way to do it.
And it honestly is really good. I know when I hear staying at our house, I'm gonna get the most quality cup of coffee. But I also agree. I like to go walk to coffee. And I like
It just feels so special. Like sometimes
It's
if I'm running
fun.
errands, I'm like, oh, I need to get a little coffee to just
Right.
make this so sweet.
we should all
fun.
own a coffee shop together. And we can do it right. We can do the right size of cappuccino.
We'll do it right.
Oh, we could do it as an art.
Yeah, it would be an art
With
because it should
symmetrical
be an art.
precision.
But I feel like I want to talk about how people like demonize caffeine, and
Yeah.
they say like if you're trying to get pregnant,
Mhm.
why do people say like you can only have 1 cup of coffee, you shouldn't drink
Those are
coffee,
crazy.
like it's not good for fertility? I don't agree with that, and I just don't agree with it on a spiritual level. But like, what are your guys's?
I mean, they also say not to like eat fish.
Yeah, exactly. They're just like, you
They're just
cannot have
making
any
up
more fun.
things.
Yeah.
Well, I think if you're pregnant, to do an organic coffee, that
Yeah,
you're controlling
always.
the
Yeah.
ingredients. So I don't think.
But is it the caffeine?
I didn't. I
Is it the
didn't stop.
caffeine that's
Well, I
the
didn't
issue?
stop drinking coffee when I was pregnant. So.
Neither did I. With Lucky, I didn't want it. Like I was just like at a visceral like
Mhm.
don't need it. And then I started drinking like really milky coffee and like slowly brought it back in, and I was like, this is so great. Loved it. With Frank, I did the same thing where I didn't want it, but like Sean would like almost give it to me like it was my vitamins, because he's like, you are gonna enjoy your life so much more if you just drink the coffee. And it was like this weird thing in my head where I'd be like, no, I don't like it, I don't want it, and then I'd have one sip and I'd be like, okay, so everything in my life's better. Like this is so crazy.
Literally.
So
it is
he,
a
like,
high.
in my first trimester, he almost gave it to me like medicinally,
Yeah.
and then it was
It
great.
is high in magnesium and B1.
Yeah.
So it does have vitamins, you know?
It is my vitamin.
It's
and then
it's
with
my little vitamin.
yeah, with the milk, like so good.
Well,
it's
and
a protein shake.
caffeine can increase progesterone levels too. That's why women instinctively medicate with it. You know, when they have PMS, they drink a lot more. That's like a Ray Peat quote. But
that's interesting.
Yeah, we're always trying to fight what we actually crave and want.
Yeah, I did a raw milk cleanse when I a few months ago. I was doing a parasite cleanse, and then I was doing the raw milk cleanse during it, because apparently if you do the raw milk, it kind of draws them out. So then you also like take the herbs that will like kill them off. So I did 8 days of raw milk, but in this cleanse they let you have coffee too, because coffee's like stimulates the liver. It's all it's great. So for 8 days all I did was drink like 2 gallons of milk and had cappuccinos, and I was like, so I found the perfect diet. Like I was like, there's no notes. Like I miss chewing a little bit, but like it's like you're getting all of your calories, you're getting like your protein. Like it wasn't like my body was so happy. Like I wear the Aura ring, and my stress levels, like there would be days where there was like this one specific moment where like the boys were just like fighting with each other, and it was like chaotic and really hot out, and I was like, oh my gosh, like what's going on? Like this is so crazy. And I was with a friend, and she was like witnessing it all happen. She was also doing the milk cleanse with me, and like by the end of the day we like looked at our stress scores, and there was like not even a blip. Like we were just like this so fine the whole entire time, and we're like, whoa, it's milk. Like my stress levels, there was like I maybe had an hour of stress per day.
Yeah.
And it was because I was just always nourishing myself with milk. Every like hour or so I was drinking at least like 5 to 8 ounces.
Wow.
Well, yeah, that makes coffee drinkers are 17% less likely to die early.
Yes.
Die
in general.
There's 17% of us that were not dying.
19% less likely to die of heart disease, 18% less likely to develop cancer than those who don't drink coffee. And it also protects against, yeah, you're right, liver cirrhosis.
Yes.
And limiting liver scarring in people who have hepatitis C. Protects the liver from stresses as well, from such as alcohol and Tylenol.
Yeah, when people tell me like they don't do caffeine or they can't do caffeine, I'm always like, there's something wrong. Like you need to look inwards and figure out what's going on that you can't metabolize caffeine.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Some people, I have patients who say, I can't tolerate caffeine. Well, I said, well, honor your body.
Yeah.
And listen to your body. But it's interesting. Those same people, though, can drink tea.
Yes.
So I think it's just really
and it's
quantity.
Also, and I also think it's, though, people being told that tea's better and coffee's like this bad thing. So they go, oh, I can do the caffeine in tea because it's like good and it's fine, but I can't do caffeine in coffee because it's like so bad. Like it's almost like too pleasurable.
Yeah.
So like people go, oh, that like if I stay away from the pleasurable thing, I'll be good and healthy. And if I drink just tea, which
it's Puritan culture.
Yeah.
Against happiness. But people do say they think it like raises cortisol, and caffeine itself doesn't raise cortisol. What happens is when your glycogen reserves are low, when you wake up,
which is your sugar levels.
Yeah. And then you're drinking coffee, you know, that can raise stress hormones. So we're kind of blaming the wrong guy, you know, because caffeine is so supportive of I mean,
A lot of things.
of a lot of things.
Yes.
But you want to drink it with milk or cream,
Mhm.
so that your body absorbs it slower.
And honey.
Yeah, and then eat it. You can have food before you drink it. You know, like some carbs, like some oranges. And then the milk adds calcium too. And then the honey is just. I mean, you tried my coffee this morning.
It was sweet. It's a sweet treat for sure.
A little too much raw honey.
And to me, I think I'm desensitized. I'm like, is it? I could add a little more.
Honestly, if it was hotter, I probably would have liked it.
Yeah.
I'm just like, I also like really hot coffee. Like
Me too.
Sean will get mad at me if I like someone will make me a coffee and I'm like, this isn't working. Like I've gone over to friends' houses and I've like recalibrated their like cappuccino, like their espresso machines because I'm like, yeah,
exactly.
this
Room
isn't
temperature
gonna,
coffee.
this isn't gonna work for me. And this is like the espresso is way too watery. Like, and I don't even know what I'm doing, but I have to figure it out so that I can drink the coffee and enjoy it.
You should try the percolator. Those things get hot.
Yeah.
Yes, it's great.
Like they get
And
really.
there's no plastic
I
involved.
know. That's the one thing. I have like an espresso machine that definitely has some plastic in there.
Uh-oh.
But I just pray over my coffee and go, the benefits of this is
Are
outweighing anything. And
outweighing.
like I'm
Have you ever tried a
safe.
percolator?
No.
Okay,
But
you gotta
I
try.
have. I've done like the little like
The little ones.
The little ones on the stove.
Uh-huh.
But I'm not against it. I just
Yeah.
like I really love espresso. But I
Oh, I
also
see.
love like a delicious cup of coffee with some
Right.
cream. So
Yes.
I'm not against
So
it.
yeah, if you don't tolerate coffee, it's probably low blood sugar, low glycogen levels, stress, your mind playing tricks on you, and poor liver function for real though. Because caffeine's one of the most, most of the world drinks it. It's one of the most tolerable, amazing drugs. You know, you should really explore why you can't handle it. Go deeper on that one so that you can reap the benefits. Because like I said, you don't die if you drink it.
Yeah, I think it was a podcast that you were on that I listened
my
to at one point in time. But you said something along the lines, and I think it was about like sugars. But it's you said something like if your sink's broken and you're like not turning it on, but you like use the sink as a storage, and you're like, oh, it's fine. Like that sink's fine. I'm
Yeah.
just like not using it. Like we just put our clothes inside that sink. And saying like the sink is fine instead of just like fixing the sink so that like water can run out of it and you can
Yeah.
like wash your dishes. And I think that's like a lot of things in health and wellness. Like people will almost cut things out. They're like they're so quick to cut things out and then just never bring them back in. And they go, oh, I'm healed. Everything's good because I don't do all these things.
Yeah.
Versus being like, true healing is being able to bring things into your life that may not be the best things. Not that caffeine's
Yeah.
not the best thing, but like, you know what I mean? Like you
True
can bounce
health
back
is
from
being
it.
flexible.
Exactly.
Is being able to toggle we're humans are like the most malleable creatures on we've endured so much, so like you should be able to have a cup of coffee without freaking out. So that's such a red flag that you need to understand what else is going on.
Yeah, and like the people that are like, I can't do coffee, but I can do matcha.
Okay,
do
I get kind of
matcha.
annoyed when someone's like, I only drink black coffee, and it's like,
Oh my! When people tell me they only do black coffee as if they're better than me.
I need to unindoctrinate them.
Yeah, some of the people I love most in this world drink only black coffee, so they're gonna probably listen to this and be like, I've been called out, and I love them. I love them so much, but don't bring your black coffee near me.
Mm-mm.
Like that's not true health. It's not
Mm-mm.
true wealth.
I was dating a
Like-
guy and he did that, and I got kind of the ick. I was like, ugh, can we just have fun?
Yeah, I'm like, ooh, you're so acidic.
Yeah, exactly. And you like that kind of dirty taste. Like that's just not, you need to put milk and sugar in it. That's
Yeah,
what it's made for.
you didn't finish the recipe.
Yeah. We didn't go on another date.
Of course not. And I guess you should sign him up for sperm racing and go on coffee dates, and then you can see.
We've actually been reviewing his blood work. Mom and I have.
And you've been reviewing this person that you went on a date.
Yeah. He was
Oh.
like, I want to stay in touch so that you can review my blood work. Literally.
You're like, gladly.
Yeah.
And let me tell you a little something about drinking black coffee. It's not good.
He's like, I don't like sweet things. I'm like, what do you mean?
Sean tried to tell me that when we first started dating. He's like, I'm just not into sweets. And I'm like,
Men are like that.
you think you're better than me? Like, and then I showed him
Yeah.
how sweet life could be.
But
he just wasn't- he
the
wasn't-
power of a woman.
He wasn't willing to see that. In
He had
life
walls
yet.
up.
He had walls up and he couldn't eat a dessert, and now he can.
So he
Well-
tried it and he loved it.
Yes.
I mean,
And
a
he
lot
actually loves sweets. He just said it.
of our taste preferences are so culturally impacted and they
Mhm.
are traditions that we learned when we were little, you know? And
Yes,
so
very.
if his mom said, you know, you can't, it's bad for you, you know, you're
Yeah.
gonna like, it manipulates literally how you know, entertain food. So if you think it's gonna be bad for you, you're not gonna want it.
Yeah, I think like there was a point in time, maybe in high school, when it was like cool to drink black coffee, and I
Yeah.
really tried. My mom was like, "You don't like that," and I'm like, "You're so right, Mom. I don't like it. It's not
Yeah.
good."
Oh gosh, I could never do it all black.
I know. I tried, and it was not
Oh
good.
no,
I
I tried
really
it too.
tried. It
I
was
always
not
try.
good. I didn't feel better. No.
Yeah. Well, I was talking to this guy and he had just found Rapey and he was like, Dr. Rapey. And he was like, one of the biggest lessons is that life can be good.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Life can be enjoyable. Eating can be delicious. You can eat like a queen and be healthy.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to be a Puritan. You don't have to suffer.
No.
You can have fun. You can eat delicious things.
So like, I guess the moral of it all is that caffeine is pro-fertility.
Yep.
It's anti-cancer.
It's anti-heart disease, anti-aging. It's
It's
good for your liver.
pro-metabolic, pro-dopamine,
Mm-hmm.
pro having a new take on life.
So like that, like I guess this has all been very like specific to coffee.
Yeah.
Like I guess caffeine in general, you always want to pair it with
Yeah.
a little bit of sugar, carb, right?
Carb,
Little
which is
salt,
sugar or
calcium,
honey.
magnesium, and then lower your PUFA intake to stabilize your metabolism. Because it could be other things you're eating that are not going well.
What do you mean when they have a problem with caffeine?
Yeah, like if they're eating
Mhm.
too much polyunsaturated fats, too many seed oils, body not pure enough to be able to handle it. But it is caffeine's very pro-thyroid as well. Yeah, it's just sad. Like people think they're making a decision that betters their health, inadvertently it's not. Yeah, you know mud water. Remember that came out?
Yes.
Oh my god,
It's literally mud water.
Oh my
It's like
gosh.
they're telling us what it is,
And it is.
and it is.
And it is.
Don't try to tell me that's good.
No way.
It's
I follow the founder on LinkedIn, and it's like, give it a rest.
no, my friend, my husband's friend is always like trying like new health things and trying to
Yeah.
be like, he like goes really hard in the paint, and he was like, yeah, I've been drinking mud water, and I was like, ew. Like he was like trying to impress me because everyone knows that I'm always looking for the next thing, and I'm like, that is not cool. That is gross. Go back to coffee. It
Yeah.
loves you. We love you.
Literally.
It's
And he
warm.
always posts on LinkedIn like the most anti-coffee like
I'm not here for that
antics.
slander.
No.
No.
We know who pays your rent.
Yeah.
We know what you're up to. We know the agenda here. I don't make anything from promoting coffee. I'm speaking the truth.
Mhm.
He's not.
We're just trying to make happier people in the world.
Right.
And coffee is actually one time I went off coffee for like a week because I got really bad self-inflicted tinnitus from experimenting with a substance, and it was so bad. So I took everything off just because I was like, I need to get back to myself, like just purely myself, because tinnitus is so awful. Basically ringing in the ears. I was like having mental breakdown. So anyways, I went off everything. And then I had a coffee, and like you said, like the sky looked different.
Yeah.
It glistened in a way
Uh-huh.
I hadn't noticed before. I felt like I had entered in, like I literally love coffee, and it made me cherish it just that much more when you go off of it for a minute. You realize how good
I
you
did
have
that
it.
too. I did that one time. I just wanted to see how would
Who I
I would
was.
really feel
Yeah.
about the coffee. And so I felt so much better on coffee. So, but I was able to do it, and I was like, okay, I can do it. This
Yeah,
is
like
fine.
I don't get a coffee headache when I don't do
No,
coffee.
I don't
Like
either.
that's never I did the medical medium's liver cleanse years ago. And there was no coffee, and I was just like, I'm just bored. Like I'm
Yeah.
fine. I'm surviving. I'm just like, there's just no joy.
Right.
So
That's crazy. It's interesting because we did a post about like how coffee can be good for you, and I thought it was the most like innocuous thing, just because everyone drinks coffee. In the comments, like people that are anti-coffee, they hate it. They hate hearing that it could have benefits. They don't like it at all. And so everyone in the comments was like, this isn't true. And some people unfollowed us. I'm like, wow.
like, do you think that there's like an upper limit to how much caffeine you should have in one sitting? Anyone?
Well,
I think the studies show like you can have a lot and it's still
Yeah, like
be
I
good.
haven't found that upper limit. I'm just wondering, like,
right.
The limit does not exist. I think it's I
Well,
mean,
and I think it's every individual's different.
Yeah.
And
don't you
how-
kind of instinctively feel when it's time to stop drinking it?
Yeah,
I've
right.
never felt that.
Really?
I've never
Really?
felt that. I can drink coffee at any point in time and just go take a nap. Like,
Oh,
have you ever heard
really?
about coffee naps? Like where you
I've
drink
seen on
Yeah,
Twitter.
so you drink coffee and then you take a nap because like the coffee doesn't hit you for like 15 minutes and then you wake up super
Oh, yeah.
energized.
Mhm.
Like there's this brand called Zest.
I was just thinking that.
And I know someone that works with them. And so like
Oh.
so the theory behind it is you take this pill before bed and like it's like a slow, like the caffeine doesn't hit you for like 8 hours. And so then whenever you wake up, you're like energized immediately because
Interesting.
whatever. It is really interesting.
Yeah. So.
I would be like stressed about that a little though.
Yeah. Right.
You're like, what's gonna happen? It's like
Yeah.
you took a drug and you're waiting for
I
it to
know.
hit.
I'd wake up at like 2 a.m. in a
Right.
fit.
And also,
like-
just use nature.
I know.
You know, really.
I know.
There's green tea. There's coffee. There's other teas that they're naturally produced. You know, caffeine. So
Yeah.
stick to nature.
I've never
as
tried
opposed to
it.
pill.
I've
know.
seen those pills on Twitter. Guys love them. Men love those little caffeine pills.
Yeah, it is very male brained. It's
Mhm.
you're gonna
It's
pop
so-
one of those,
Yes.
wake up early in the
It's
morning,
such a
and
blue
get your
job.
sperms racing. Like, what's on tomorrow's agenda?
Yeah, it just feels very masculine. So I always get those ads though. I'm like, what are you trying to say? I wouldn't do that. I'm just gonna drink my cute little coffees, my sugary coffees. People also, when people say it's bad that it has sugar in it, I'm like, no, you actually need the sugar for it to be optimal inside the coffee. Okay, guys, it's totally fine.
And you can use raw sugar, maple syrup.
I love maple
You
syrup.
can have honey. There's a lot of natural versions of sugar.
Vanilla.
And it's not like it needs to be a ton either.
No.
Yeah, and when you wake up, your glycogen, like I said, like your glycogen reserves are low, so
Lower.
you need to replenish them.
My acupuncturist has me put sugar in my water in the morning.
I'd sometimes do that too.
'Cause she's like, your liver needs a little help.
Yeah, it keeps you lean too.
Mm-hmm.
People don't realize. Freely the banana girl does too.
I remember looking at her stuff when I was like 15, being like, what does this mean?
She's she's like an OG YouTuber that's like all about fruit and like
She's
sugar.
a fruitarian.
And one time I posted one of her videos and everyone's like, you agree with her? I'm like, no, you don't agree. Like, I don't agree with 100% of what she says, but that's normal. Like, just because I'm reposting a video does not mean I align with every single thing she says. I just,
Well, no, we have to
thought it was
look
a good
at,
video.
at so many point of views.
yeah,
So
go off freely.
That's what makes us girls.
there's no one size
Yeah.
fits all.
Mm-mm.
I know, but people were like, oh my God,
They
that's
said
so
we have to
dumb.
be adaptable and flexible to life.
Yeah. Anyways, what's your order? You always get like a like some sort of latte.
No, I always
Cappuccino.
What's
if
it
I'm-
called?
Yeah, if it's
She
hot,
loves
it's
cappuccino.
cappuccino. If
What's
it's
the other
ice, I
drink?
get a flat white.
Flat white.
And then I
Beautiful
always
white.
go just a little sprinkle of vanilla.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm like way less than you think because I want to have that sweetness there, but I don't want it to be overpowering where I
Right.
don't get to taste everything.
One thing I didn't like about Austin, Texas is they never had house-made syrups.
That's not okay.
That's not.
Mm-mm.
In my city, I want two things.
In this house, we believe that the syrups are made in this house.
Exactly. Two things. I want noise pollution to be taken seriously,
Mm-hmm.
jail time for revving motorcycle
Mm.
engines, and I want house-made syrups.
Yeah. You're so Laguna. Like when we used to live in Laguna, I would be like walking down the street, and if it got too loud, I'd be like, "That's illegal here!" Like I don't follow any rules or laws ever, but for some reason, when it comes to like
Noise pollution. I
Noise
just
pollution,
that's
I'm like,
terrorizing.
that's
I
not
want
allowed.
It is.
Don't come into my town, make those
That's why they have
noises.
signs on PCH saying that we are
Exactly.
going to give you a ticket for loud vehicles.
I'm like, I'm gonna put you under citizen's arrest. Come near me.
well, no, it's so.
I want to live in
it's-
a proper city.
Yeah, it's like
That's why I had to leave Austin. They don't do house-made. And everywhere I ask, I'm like, what kind of syrup is this? And I see it in the back, and it looks like some disgusting.
It's like that Torini or whatever
yeah,
that tea
in a
brand is.
plastic bottle.
No.
It's not that hard
Yeah,
to
so
make
you
a
can't
house-made
have-
syrup, and it makes all the difference.
Mhm.
They looked
Right.
at me like I was out of my mind.
You're
in
like,
Austin.
I am, but not because of the reasons you think.
And he was like, no, let's go through the ingredients. It's just like sugar. And I was like, no, I know. I can tell by the look of it. It has a caramel color, a fake caramel color, and it's in plastic. How long has that been sitting there? It's like probably a
Mhm.
month.
He's like a long time because nobody orders it.
It's like, you need to leave. Okay. Well, I did. I went back to Los Angeles, where the home of the homemade syrups.
Thank God.
It's very common here.
Welcome.
Anyway, yeah, they don't do homemade syrups. It sucks. Okay, yeah. So yeah, bottom line is follow directions with coffee. I actually love how Rapey says like drinking coffee makes you luckier.
Oh, it so does.
Yeah.
I've never had a bad day. Never in my life.
Right, Mom? Don't you think it makes you just like a luckier overall person?
I just think it overall makes you feel good.
Yeah, straight into the veins. I don't even waste any time. I wake up, I'm like, let's go. I grab the chameleon cold brew. I've been on a chameleon cold brew kick.
Oh, interesting.
I don't like cold brew from an actual coffee shop. I don't like the taste of it.
Yeah.
But if it's the bottled version, I'm here for it.
Something about pre-made feels like, I don't know. I don't love that.
Really? It's just
Yeah,
coffee
I
and
just-
water in the
No,
glass.
I know.
Yeah.
It's like, it's just a thing for me.
Yeah, I think for me, it's just like the ritual of making.
Yeah,
it
I'm
all
like, I need
myself.
the energy.
love
I
that.
need the vibration and the energy to be
Yeah.
fresh. I don't
Okay,
want
but
it
you
on
guys
a
have
store shelf.
families. I feel like it's different when it's just me in my home and I can just grab the glass chameleon cold brew.
I know, but you get it. You get to do that for you.
I'm worthy.
How are you showing up for you?
I'm worthy of something better than chameleon cold
Mhm.
brew. It's very expensive too. It's like $12 for that.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
expensive.
Yeah. I mean, compared to Jedediah scamming me with an $8 vanilla
yeah.
latte. At least they have a house-made syrup. Anyways, oh shoot, we have to you guys, we have to answer questions. Shoot, do we have time to answer house calls, or we just
Let's
problem
just do
is-
one. Let's
let's
just
do
do one
one.
for this one.
The problem is coffee apparently matters so much to us. While we were sitting here, someone sent in one.
Oh, really?
That's kind of fun.
Let's just do that one.
Okay, so you say this just came in.
36-year-old female. I had 2 kids and live a very healthy lifestyle as far as I'm concerned. Cannot get cortisol down. Dutch test showed it was extremely high, and progesterone and estrogen are trending on the lower side. What could be going on? How can I actually lower cortisol because I feel lost?
I've been there, girl.
Yeah.
How old was the person?
36?
36.
36. Okay, I thought she said 62.
Thanks for sending that in.
36, mother of 2.
Yes.
Jess has had high cortisol and we're getting it down.
So,
We got mine down really
so
quickly.
this is a
Yes.
very common situation,
Mhm.
and what I have, she obviously has checked her levels. I'm not sure if she did blood or saliva or whatever. So the most important thing is to understand that the adrenals are the glands that make the cortisol. So your adrenals sit on top of your kidneys like little hats, and they make over 100 hormones. The 2 top hormones are DHEA, sulfate, and cortisol. So you have what they call a diurnal rhythm of cortisol. So it's high in the morning, a little bit lower at lunch, a little bit lower in the afternoon, a little bit lower at dinner, and at night it's completely quiet. All right? And so that's why it's good to do a saliva cortisol so you can see how you are producing what levels and see if you're in the kind of optimal range. So I would say I see mostly people with very erratic patterns. They're high either at night, midday, different things. So the first thing you have to do is you've got to examine your daily life. Like, first of all, do you sleep? Sleep is the elixir of life. So I would say a lot of people are not sleeping today. Now, over 50% of the population is just not sleeping because they're not respecting that sleep sanctuary. They're not respecting, like, preparing to go to sleep and doing things like getting on your phone and exposing your body to blue light and or, really respect that preparation for going to sleep, because sleep is where the magic happens. And then when you wake up, I think getting your mind in the right, getting in the right mindset. So like the first thing you think of is, oh, not that I'm stressed. I think it's, I am in an attitude of gratitude. I am thankful that I woke up. I am thankful for my perfect healing body. I am thankful, like just live in that mantra as you start your day. And then how are you eating? Like if you're eating just all carbohydrates and no protein and fat, you've got to have a little bit of all three: protein, fat, and carbs. And then prepare for your day. Like if you don't prepare, you're preparing to fall, literally. Okay, so you've got to prepare for your day, just like you got to prepare for your sleep. You got to prepare for your day, whatever that is, whatever phase it is. Okay, and be okay. Like when I had my 3 young kids, I knew I had to wake them up. I didn't believe in alarm clocks, and I went to wake them up. Okay. And then they all knew their routine because we always had breakfast. It was a very common thing to have breakfast together and have like a little family talk and a little inspiration, a little joke of the day, and, puzzle of the day. We had a little everything every morning. And then, like, you got to like check in with yourself, because if you don't check in with yourself, like, how am I feeling? Then you really don't know how to, like, okay, I got to recalibrate. Like, I'm stressed. And so it's really, first of all, paying attention to and conscious about your daily life. Now, there are people that probably need to take things. There's no drug to lower your cortisol. Okay. So I would tell people to start meditating, even if it's 5, 10, 15 minutes. I would have them doing breathing exercises to get their body into their parasympathetic, which is your healing. I'm calm, I'm digesting, I'm relaxing, my blood is flowing through my body. And so do things. We're kind of living a life of just constant go, 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 go. We're not being, we're just going, going, going. And we don't have to be everything and everywhere and do everything. I think it's just like, okay, what is it that really fits in my day? Don't overextend yourself, because we all want to do that, but that's not going to probably serve your physical, mental, and emotional well-being. And then you probably, if you need to, the thing that dampens your cortisol is an amino acid called phosphatidylserine, and it's very effective until, like, because you might not be able to get your body in that like happy, peaceful, go with the flow, I'm flexible, I'm adaptable state. So you might need a supplement that has phosphatidylserine. And so I've used for years a couple products that have phosphatidylserine, but you just can't go to a pill for everything. You still have to get and address the way you live your 24-hour day.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I agree. I feel like I am 33 and I'm a mother of 2, and my cortisol was really high. And I have the Oura ring, so I notice when my stress levels are really high or whatnot, whatever it even means with this ring. But you notice when things are off, you're more tired, whatever. But I feel like I am really mellow. I'm not a stress case. I'm never in my head. And sometimes I'll be like, I notice my body being stressed, but like mentally, I'm not stressed. Like mentally, my kids are chill. Even though having kids is crazy, it's still the greatest thing every single day. So when my cortisol was high, I was like, what? Like, how do I even address this?
Yeah,
Like,
what
how do I
was
get it
going
lower?
on?
Because
Right.
I feel like I'm doing all of the things that I should be doing. But then I started taking the DHEA from Raina, and I think it's been really helpful. Like my cortisol, like I took a test in July, a blood test through Raina, in July, and then I took a blood test through Superpower, in September, and my cortisol was like almost cut down in half.
Wow.
Just
So
taking DHEA.
just taking the DHEA.
Oh, interesting.
I think that was like really helpful.
And she's 36, so she might need DHA too.
Yeah.
Right. So that's a good point.
DHA opposes cortisol.
So, yes, exactly. And so that's a good thing, because most doctors do not check DHEA sulfate. All right. So if you're listening out there, just make sure, because you can order your own labs, make sure you have DHEA sulfate. Because when I looked at your adrenals, I looked at Jess's levels and I went, oh, your level is low. You need to support that. And so I have been studying adrenals for a long, long, long time. and trying so many experiments on myself and on patients. And so I really mastered like what the levels of your DHEA sulfate should be. So if you are 30, give or take a couple of years, your level should be 300 to 400. All right. And this is how when I talk to a 50 or 60-year-old and I'll say, oh, your DHEA sulfate 60. And I said, look, when you were 30, this was about 400 and now you're 60. That's how much adrenal function you've lost.
I was like 67.
Were you 67? Yeah. So I told her she needed to take DHEA and some
Just 10 milligrams.
and adrenal support.
Just
So
And I feel like it's helped so much.
right. Well,
And-
DHEA is your stress, immune, and longevity gland. So I would say that's one of the top priorities. You want to pay attention. Obviously, every hormone is important. Every hormone plays a role. It's there for a purpose. And I think the endocrine system, which is the hormone system, is the most misunderstood, not addressed in every single person today. All right. Now, if you're a young person and you're 10 years old, 12 years old, your hormones are changing every minute. Okay. So that's not a time to check. You don't check your hormones until you're 18 when your body is physiologically kind of, matured. So I think that today's world we're living in, we're challenged on a regular basis today. Okay. And on many levels. And so really knowing your DHEA sulfate is very important to your daily, much less your longevity. So
Yeah, she could also take progesterone, especially if her progesterone's low, especially at 36. She could take pregnenolone. Pregnenolone's been shown to lower cortisol.
Yeah.
Vitamin C,
and
eating
pregnenolone
well,
might
saturated
help
fat.
the DHEA and it might help the cortisol.
Yeah.
Because pregnenolone is the grandmother of all hormones.
Laying in the
and so
sun.
that level should be about 100. And that's your mood, memory, cognitive, stress hormone. It is also very important. And it's just like we just don't talk about these things. We don't know these things. And it's like, should be just completely something we all should know. Like, this is just how our body works. Let's understand it and let's do something about it. So,
Yeah. And are you drinking coffee with milk?
And
Because that's going to
sugar.
help us.
It is.
Or are you drinking just like black tea by itself?
Yeah. Are you laying in the sun naked? Are you hugging and kissing your husband and your kids?
Yes.
and are you nourishing your soul
stepping
and
the
your body
grass?
every day?
Oh, I saw this thing where you like put like a silver spoon or a metal spoon and you put it in water and then you stick into the grass and it helps you ground.
Oh, yeah. You sent me that.
Yeah.
Mm,
Try that.
okay. I'm not
Some
sure.
answers are exotic.
They really are.
Well, you could
That's
just
why.
go outside.
You can just
Really
do stuff.
easy. Just easy outside. Go outside.
seen just in our front yard, like knifing all the grass.
I'm like, I'm ready. I've never felt so strong and powerful.
Yeah. No,
My
just-
cortisol's so low.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, no, L-theanine, vitamin C, phosphatidylserine, progesterone, pregnenolone, DHEA, magnesium, zinc.
all those things help.
Try all those things.
Try it all.
Make your
Inositol. I'm obsessed with
inositol.
it.
Don't you like L-theanine a lot? You
My
say
hu-
Sean loves it.
does. He's
Yeah.
obsessed with it.
Yes,
Yeah.
and caffeine and theanine is amazing for the brain.
Yeah, he like keeps it next to the coffee machine, so he's
Oh,
always
Yeah, he should
Combo.
puts it together. Yeah.
So those are some ideas, and then you can create your own
Yeah.
pathway forward. But Mom's right. It's cortisol is kind of a straightforward one. It's like, if it's high, why is it high? We got to get to the bottom of it. And it's always, there's always a thing behind the thing. It's
Yeah.
mental, it's
Mhm.
spiritual. It's
also call back. Let us know.
if
Did
you
we change your
oh
life?
my gosh, yeah, like seriously.
Probably.
I don't know about the Dutch test. That's like we're about to hit time. I mean, we already did. Probably we've been talking about, because we talked about coffee for 8 hours, but we need to do a whole thing on the Dutch test. But progesterone, cortisol, DHEA, try it all. Anyways, this was another episode. We're glad you're here. We'll see you guys next time on Celluverse.
Bye.
Bye.
Celluverse is the podcast where we get real about what's making us sick and what it actually takes to get better. Hosted by Alana Keneally, Jess Donovan, and Dr. Lee Aaron Keneally, this show pulls back the curtain on mitochondria, metabolism, hormones, toxins, cancer, and all the stuff your doctor shrugs off. We dig into the science, but also the lived experience of what it means to be healthy in today's world.
Just a reminder, anything discussed on this podcast is not medical advice.
And nothing can actually harm you if you're pure of heart.